Live. Hello, everyone. This is Mr. Wrestling. I'm joined here with my friends PSD
What's happening?
and Tupac.
What it is.
We are here to talk The Clash,
That's right.
Monday Night Raw, and El Grande Americano versus the original El Grande Americano.
That's right.
And I like to think anyone who watched our video last week together, we got 600 something views, and anyone who watched, from the bottom of my heart, thank you.
Appreciate it.
And I'm going to pass this on to PSD.
Well, we're going to go ahead and get this thing started. So like I said, we're going to start off with the Clash in Italy. So let's go ahead and do a quick rundown of the matches, and we'll get everybody's opinion on what happened and the wins and everything. So we had a 5-match card. We had Cody Rhodes defending the undisputed WWE Championship versus Gunther. Rhea Ripley defending the WWE Women's Championship versus Jade Cargill. Brock and Oba 2. Sol Ruka against Becky with the women's IC belt on the line. And then Roman versus Jacob Fatu, Tribal Combat for the World Heavyweight Championship and the position of Tribal Chief in the family. So with that first match, gentlemen, Cody Rhodes versus Gunther, and Cody Rhodes won and retained his belt. What y'all think about that match? Pop, you want to jump in this real quick?
It was a cool match. It was kind of like he had his foot underneath the rope, so I didn't know what was going on at first. I'm like, well, is they gonna like really do the pinfall? I guess the ref. I guess they played it how like the ref didn't see it, so he probably set him for another match probably.
Mr. Wrestling.
My biggest takeaway of the match, Gunther is in fantastic shape.
Of course.
Okay.
Yes.
And I wish the match could have went a little longer.
Agreed.
I guess they're setting up for a rematch.
It does look that way.
With that said, I think the guys could do better with another try.
Yeah, I agree. When he put his foot under the rope and then they kept the pin going, I was like, and then the position of the ref, I was like, okay, they're gonna set this up for another one, and it keeps Gunther from looking weak because his foot was under the rope. He didn't just completely beat him clean. I actually thought they probably would have did a title switch and Gunther would have won somehow, some way. But I look forward to the next one. Obviously, I would assume that they're gonna move this into the SummerSlam. That's the next PLE. So I guess we're just going to have to see what comes from that.
Is it Gunther or Gunther?
It's actually Gunter,
Gunther.
but it's morphed over the times. We went from Gunter to Gunther to Gunter when Samantha Irvin, Ricochet's wife, when she would do it, she put her own little twist on it. So we all just say Gunther.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's actually supposed to be Gunter or Gunther. Gunter, because when he said it, I think he said Gunter when he did like an interview and they asked him about it. But it don't bother him.
Yeah.
It works. So moving into the second match, we had Rhea Ripley. Mommy defended her title against the Storm, Jade Cargill, WWE Women's Championship. Mr. Wrestling, what's your thoughts on that one?
I thought the match was really good, especially for Jade. I thought it was one of Jade's better matches.
Fantastic.
I mean,
always.
You can't help but talk about the BFAB botch.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're on the
Yeah.
She did the same thing. Yeah.
With that said, I mean the match was good. The first two matches were on ESPN. They were okay. They were good. Okay.
Pop, what's your thoughts on that match?
Yeah, my main takeaway was the botch when I'm like this.
Okay.
Cause she didn't put a leg on it all the way, and then the ref just stopped the count and everything. But yeah, overall it was a good decent match though. I ain't really got no complaints about the match.
Yeah, I thought it was a real good match. Jade really had some time to show and prove, and she looked great. She's always physique-wise looked great. Wrestling-wise, she got a chance to show a little bit more. She could do a little bit more, which that shows that the training's been helping the progression's going how it's supposed to go. I look forward to the feud that they're going to push her and Charlotte into, and then I still think they're going to double back on Charlotte and Rhea at some point. But,
I like Charlotte and Rhea together.
Oh, yeah. You know they're going back that route. But do you feel with this Charlotte and Jade first being okay before we get to Jade and Charlotte and Rhea? Is there wrestling?
Yeah.
What you think? Okay.
Yeah.
Then that's a cool move to do first. All right. Well, that's what it's looking like. Now let's get into the meat and potatoes of this one. We had Brock and Oba 2. I don't think we was really surprised by this, but gentlemen, what y'all thought?
It's just a setup for Brock and Oba 3, probably at SummerSlam in Minnesota. Now that may be Brock really last match, but ain't no telling though.
We gonna see, Mr. Wrestling.
In my opinion, I thought they really kind of undid a lot of the goodwill that they had with Oba coming out of WrestleMania.
Okay.
I thought Oba should have should have won on Saturday at the Clash. In my opinion, I mean, if they're going to do a trilogy, you could have Oba win all 3 matches. I mean, Batista, hey, in 2005, Batista won 3 straight against Triple H at WrestleMania, at Backlash, and at Vengeance, and it made Batista, with no doubt.
Now, do y'all see that man's memory? That's a wrestling fan. Know your stuff.
And then CM Punk in 2010 defeated Rey Mysterio 3 consecutive times.
Mm-hmm.
In 2007, Edge defeated Batista.
I remember that one.
You know, and most recently we had Cody Rhodes versus Seth Rollins, where Cody
all 3 times.
And you know the one that wasn't so great, the Cody and Brock trilogy, where Cody won, Brock won, Cody won.
Yeah.
It's the 50-50 WWE booking. I don't care for it. I think they should have really went with Oba. He's so over.
Yeah.
And 48-year-old Brock Lesnar did not need it.
It did take 7 F5s, but still, though,
yeah, they made him look strong on them.
Yeah,
they made him work for it, quote unquote, because he does see that. But I can agree and say,
and that's what a lot of people said. A lot of people liked it. A lot of people, if you thought, I saw a lot of feedback where they're like, it's booking. It's, you've got to do that. You got to have one guy win one match and the other guy win the other match, so you can set up the third match.
Right.
You don't have to.
I think with that, it would have been more surprising if Brock would have lost and Brock would have looked strong, but Oba, he still looked how he looked. But then Oba takes it, and it's kind of like, whoa, that's twice. Then if he just want to say, hey, I'm going to fight you again in SummerSlam, and if I don't win, I retire, to once again keep him away from Gunther, fine. Because Brock should get a match, or you could give him somebody else, let him win on his way out, and it's just fine. But because he pretty much gave his life to Oba anyway with the WrestleMania match. But like I said, I think we weren't really surprised if Oba would have won.
Not surprised.
But we kind of knew they were going to do that.
I was going to be so mad if, after those first 3 F5, I'm like, I know, hell, he ain't finna win right now.
I swear I was going to be like, they better not let him lose after 1 or 2 F5s.
I think Oba is going to go from being white hot to red hot. Just my opinion. We'll see.
I ain't trying to jump to Monday Night Raw, but he the King of the Ring.
Right.
He just won, so you think somebody gonna beat him? Because if he win, he got to have a match at SummerSlam for the title. Or
we'll get into that, but I think Brock may interfere. But we'll get into that.
Yeah. I would hope he win. I did call he was gonna win that match last night, but we'll get there. He did, but. We're going to see what happened going forward. Let's jump into this next match. So match number 4 on the card was Sol Ruger taking on Becky Lynch for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. I like what I saw, Mr. Wrestling. What you think?
I like what I saw. I'm happy Sol Ruger won. I think she's the it thing right now, as you know.
Stove right now. Yes, she hot right now. Literally.
I'm excited to see where it goes.
Me and the wife was talking, and she was like, yeah, but she botched her match. She botched the move. I said, I think she did it on purpose. Because there's no way she's landed it perfectly in NXT all this time. I said, maybe the first one might have been a little bit of a slip up, but then they just rolled into it. I said, she ain't going to keep messing up that move that many times because they would have pivoted from that.
Hey, since you brought that up, I have a quick question
for
you.
Go ahead.
For me? Yes,
go ahead.
you. For you, Mr. PSD.
Let's go.
Do you think that she needs to change her finishing maneuver? Maybe, because, it's a lot of impact for, on the spine. So do you think?
I would say no, not at this moment. I would think that if she decides to do a heel turn down the road, I would think, because I saw something, and I'm going to pivot to use this as my points too, with Javon said he's going to change his character. He's not going to always be what he is right now.
I saw that. Yep.
So if he goes heel, he's probably going to change it up and not be the high flyer, which a lot of people do that. Like, I ain't going to do what a lot of the stuff I used to do, maybe here and there. So if she goes heel, yes, change it up, add a submission, add a straight slam, like how Becky went to the manhandle, the rock bottom.
No, I agree with that.
But for now, no, because as long as her and the dance partner do it right, because they're supposed to, she catches them around the neck, and they're supposed to kind of basically put their hand right up on their back or side. I think it'll be okay. It doesn't look that bad because she's been doing it for that long, and if she felt like she needed to change it, the management felt like they needed to change it, they probably would have by now. Maybe she still does. But for now, that's the identity.
Okay.
I think it's okay.
It does look like a babyface move,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
to organically change it through a heel turn, I think would be the
that'd
right way
fine.
to go.
Now, if she does an interview anytime soon and she comes out and say, "Man, it hurt like hell,"
Yeah,
okay,
please change it. Yeah,
please
that's the
change
only
it
thing I worry
so
about.
you can,
Yeah.
as they say, you can prolong your bump car as
Right.
the rest of the inside
That's
of
the
turn.
only thing I worry about.
What about you?
Yeah, I liked it overall. It was great. It was a great match for me. I ain't had no complaints at all for real.
Her not winning any matches other than the Becky match on Saturday Night Main Event through DQ and then winning the title. Did y'all have a problem with her winning the title this early? Because my wife did say, I didn't think she should win the title at her. I'm like,
it is her.
they're making stars. They're making stars. But what you think?
I mean, it's cool. I mean, because I know some folks they had to really like pay their dues. Like back in the old old time before TKO, they had to pay their dues before they win the title. But now she getting it.
Mr. Wrestling?
I'm happy that you actually said that. I'm happy that they are putting over some of the younger talent because I felt like look at this past weekend. I mean, we're going to get into the next match. You know, look who lost, and then the match before this, Oba lost, and then when we get into Raw, look, I mean, they got to, you know, I mean, I think they've got a young group of guys that are ready to go.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I'm glad they're actually giving them some attention now. Just for a quick off the record, I wish they would give Ricky Saints a little bit more love, you know. But I guess because with him and Trick, they almost kind of got the same character because Ricky can do the exact same thing and it works. So I want to see him not get pushed around a little bit, you know. But hopefully they get because I mean when Ethan Page came straight up, look at Ethan Page, he's doing the same thing and it's working. So I want to see Ricky Saints get a little more love for him, and maybe they will, but hopefully sooner than later.
The Ricky Saints, Carmelo, and Trick Williams thing, it was good.
Yeah. They're doing it right, but Ricky got to get some love too. Now they can't just be. But Trick is hot, so I get it.
Yeah.
Moving along, we had the main event. Roman Reigns, the Tribal Chief, he puts his title on the line and his position as Tribal Chief on the line against Jacob Fatu. Gentlemen, thoughts, Mr. Wrestling?
As far as a match goes, I thought it was just okay. I thought it went a little long. To be honest, I thought it neutered Jacob Fatu.
Yeah, man, we was all gas, no brakes, and they put the brakes on him, man. They put the brakes on him. Pop.
I just want to know like what's next for Roman Reigns because like it's like what's left for him to conquer like
vacation time.
Yeah, like what is it? But he the champ though, so what's gonna happen? He gonna lose at SummerSlam or something, or like what's next for him? Because he got the whole bloodline besides Solo and everybody. So
I thought he was gonna lose. They would do the acknowledgement on Raw. He would take his time off because he's supposedly not supposed to be there in June. Maybe he'll pop up another time, but they kept saying that he was supposed to be there all month, and then he's not. He was there yesterday. Maybe he'll be there one more time. But I thought they would kind of write him off with that since he was not going to really be there for this month. Let Jacob have it. But they didn't do it. I was a little disappointed because I felt the exact same way. But I also do believe they said this beforehand that they're probably going to run Oba into him, especially if Oba does win King of the Ring and Oba takes the title. But I guess we'll see. But if that's the case, why make Jacob take that loss? If anything, let Jacob still take Tribal Chief from him. It didn't even have to be now. Roman could have still lost the belt. Jacob could have still came off after him, or maybe Jacob run it back again later down the road when he loses the title. He say, "Well, I want the Tribal Chief. Let's do Tribal comeback one more time."
It's going to be a feud between Jay and Jacob now. Like they've been clashing already. Yeah,
they seem like heels against Jacob. But Mr. Wrestling, we've been through this bloodline business for about 5 years. He was 4 years. He was the champion. We about on our 5th, 6th year. We about on end in 10. We in overtime. What's going on? What's your thoughts?
Okay, this weekend in a whole reminds me there was a pay-per-view in the year 2000, Fully Loaded, where
wow, okay, going back.
Yes, where it was 3 established stars versus 3 up-and-comers.
Okay.
It was The Undertaker versus Kurt Angle. It was Triple H versus Chris Jericho, and it was The Rock versus Chris Benoit. At that time, I mean, everyone thought that the young guys should have won. And it was a clean sweep for the veterans on that night. The Rock won, Triple H won, and The Undertaker won.
Of course.
Did it hurt the other 3 guys, Angle, Benoit, and Jericho? to a certain extent, I mean, their time could have came a little earlier, I thought, as in, I think Jacob Fatu could be doing something right now. Braun Breaker could be doing something right now. Obafemi could be doing something right now. They need to rely more, I believe, on the younger guys if they're ready. And these guys are ready.
Yeah. Do you think Roman should have lost? Or do you think they made the right call for it now? We just got to see it play out.
I didn't want to see a title change so soon after. So that part didn't bother me as much. Just the match itself, and then we'll get into Raw. But I mean, just the way Jacob Fatu, looked after.
Okay. Do you think this is going to be, since we are still running the bloodline, because they did show Solo and the MFTs at the end when the match was over, do you think the next part of whatever they're about to do, are you anticipating that, or are you just kind of got low expectations and we just see what happens?
Right now, low expectations. I don't want to see Roman and Solo. I hope that is not the direction they are going. Do y'all want to see Roman and Solo?
No. But I guess we're gonna see, because they got Jacob roped into this, so now we're gonna see, and we'll talk about some side eyes with Roman for the Raw part in a second.
Let's wrap the Clash up with overall thoughts on it.
What you think about? Are you low expectations for the Bloodline saga for the next part?
Kind of low, because I don't know what they expect now. We didn't see almost every angle you can go with it with the Bloodline. Now I guess you're trying to add, like I said, a few, maybe a potential feud with Jay and Jacob, and you got Solo looking from the outside.
So overall, what was your we gonna go with this with the rating? What do you give it on a scale of 1 to 10 for Clash and Illy?
7.5 or something like that.
7.5.
It's still only 5 matches, man. I grew up. I've been watching like Backlash in 2006. It was like 8 matches on there. I remember like it was yesterday, but yeah, I don't know the 5-match cards. I'm not a fan of it. I like longer matches and more matches. For real. It used to be like a 4-hour event sometimes.
Yeah,
it's like a regular episode of Monday Night Raw.
Mr. Wrestling, what you think? We got 6 stars in the Tokyo Dome, or what? What's your 1
No, sir. 5.5 out of 10. And I'll go back to what Pac was saying about the longer pay-per-views back in the day. And I think that was the word, pay-per-view. Back then it was, 50, 60, up sometimes 70 WrestleMania. And, coming off the WWE Network era and the Peacock era, we were only paying $10. Yeah. However, we are paying $30, so I think there should be some type of change. I think 5 is too low. I think there should. I think 7, 8.
2 of them on ESPN. So
right.
Only 3 on the app that you really pay for.
If you're in the U.S. and you're paying the $30 to ESPN Unlimited, then I would not be happy.
Thank God, this apartment, they paying for my ESPN Unlimited. I wouldn't be paying for it. I wouldn't be watching.
Well, I'm just going to say I'm Netflix International. Get your VPN and get yourself right. Doesn't matter who, just get your VPN and, hey, change your VPN and you good to go.
Parts Unknown, they show it on Netflix.
There you go. See? It's ways to do it. Get your VPN. I'm going to go ahead and give you my rating. I give it a 7. I do feel like there was room for improvement. I do feel like we could have had at least 2 more matches on there. If you were going to do the Becky and Soul match anyway for the belt, we could have just not had them on SNME. We could have gave somebody else that spotlight, or we could have did that match on there. Soul could have won, got her a later title shot, and we could have put somebody else on the Italy match. However, whatever. But
great crowd. The crowd was there. The crowd was there.
International crowd is always off.
Crowd was there.
Always. And the wrestlers did a good job. We just feel like some matches could have been longer than others. Could have been more matches.
I felt like the booking was not good. I felt like the wrestlers did. They did their job. They did the plays. It was just the plays that were called were not good, in my opinion.
Well, hopefully we get some better plays called going forward. But I guess we